Steph. Bring it in, Steph. Bring it in.
This is my third day of not eating. At the end of my third day, just water. I do this often. I've been fasting for years. And I fast because I want to explore. I'm not better than anyone else here. I'm no different. There's many of you that have come here that either have other commitments or injuries or excuses. But today, you're all bigger than your excuses.
Yeah.
You're all bigger than the weakness that resides within our minds sometimes. You got out of bed and you said, I'll be here and I'll commit to this. And I was thinking about this last week. I was thinking about why we do this, why we show up to each other, why we care about each other, why we care about ourselves enough to be here and do things that are difficult, to be in a place of challenge, right? And I was thinking about that a lot. But who are we doing this for? We're doing it for ourselves, for our future version of self, for the vision that we hold for who we can be. We're doing it for our past selves. That little boy that's hurt, that got abused, that experienced loss and pain, rejection and humiliation. That little boy that was bullied. That little boy that didn't get a chance to experience himself fully because his parents weren't available for him. He didn't have the role models that he needed to be the man that he wanted to be, or that he thought he could be, that his soul was pulling him towards. But everything outside of him was pushing him away. And these aren't excuses for who we're not or who we could be. These are acknowledgements of where we've come from.
Yeah.
Acceptance, compassion, empathy. When we acknowledge something, we bring it into life. We give it access. We make it tangible. We can work with it. We're doing this for the feminine as well.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing this for the collective masculine as well. Those energetics in polarity that define who we are as humans, but that also reside in our soul signature in a way where wholeness trickles down into this contrast that is us, the push-pull that we feel. And we all want change. We all want transformation. We all want it at some level. We want to get fitter, we want to get faster, we want to have more money, we want more sex, we want more connection to God. Whatever it is, I want the house on the beach, I want to travel, I want to do ayahuasca, whatever it is, we all want change. We all want to experience something different to what we have. That's what keeps us in momentum. It's what keeps us moving forward. It is also what keeps us grounded in our truth, the exploration of those curiosities that we have. But let me tell you something. Your desire to change doesn't actually happen until you apply your desire and you prepare for change and transformation. What was your evening routine last night? You had a thought, I need to get to bed at a particular time. I need to brush my teeth at a particular time. I need to wake up at a particular time. I need to set structure in my morning to be prepared to come here. That's preparation at a simple level. What's preparation at a deeper level? Doing our fucking work. Doing our inner work. But that means we've got to face our demons.
Yeah.
That means we've got to face our pain. The shit that we don't want to look at, we need to face that. I spent so many years avoiding my stuff, running away from who I was, because I was scared to face my demons, my trauma, my pain, the fact that my father wasn't there for me in the way that he could have been, the fact that my mother projected consciously and unconsciously her emotional needs upon a little boy.
Yeah.
The patterns and behaviors I developed as a young boy, as an adolescent man, as a young man, as a man, based on those early childhood experiences. And this isn't blame. This is taking fucking responsibility. Because if we blame others, we disempower ourselves. If we blame others, we lose connection with who we are and who we can be. Because we're in avoidance of the past. And if we don't integrate the past, if we don't bring that into who we are. Everyone talks about dissolving the ego. Dissolve the ego. You can't dissolve shit without integration. You can't change and move into something else until you've integrated that thing that you want to move away from or get out of. That means you've got to bring that pain in your body. You've got to feel it. You've got to feel the joy as well. You've got to celebrate. Who here struggles to celebrate themselves or life? I do. You always got to be serious. You've got to be serious. You've got to be seen in a particular way. This man, they help me get in my joy a lot more. They help me play a lot more. I'm funny as fuck, let me tell you. Funniest guy you know. But most of the time I won't show you that. Sarcastic too.
King of gifts.
I'm the king of fucking gifts, absolutely. Get it recognized.
Yeah, baby, recognize.
But you get what I'm saying. We all want to change, but we don't follow through in our desires, and we're lazy in preparation. It's not that we lack the will, it's that we make our pain and the pain of change bigger than the excitement of freedom. There's a shift in the world right now. There's a big shift. And there's an attack on masculinity. There's an attack on structure. There's an attack on discernment. There's an attack on healthy leadership and being a stand for one's values in a firm and compassionate way. There's an attack on the old. I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is men hiding. Because we're better than that. For years, millennia upon millennia, we've moved in extremes. We're either oppressive, controlling, subjugating, coercive, or we're withdrawn. We're in the mountain, meditating in a cave. We're just doing our job, getting by. In the office 12 hours, in the car 2 hours, TV dinners, whatever the fuck it is. Hiding from ourselves. Not owning our past because we don't feel safe enough to explore our past. This is a safe place of many in the world, in your life, if you want it to be, where you can find refuge and reflection, where you can explore the fullness of who you are, where you can learn to love yourself in a deeper way through the eyes of the man that's across from you. You have that opportunity, but you've got to show up. You've got to execute your desire and you've got to prepare. You've got to do the things that other people aren't willing to do. You know, Gary Vee talks a lot about effort and working 15 hours a day and all that shit. And I'm not here to say he's wrong or right. What I will say, what I do agree with him on, is preparation, diligence, focus, willingness, execution, action. You have to take action. The world is fucking crumbling. Make no mistake, the world is changing. Some of you may like the change. I have a feeling most of you don't. So what are you going to do about it? Who are you going to be? Because it starts with you. It truly does. It starts in your home. Then it moves into your home, who you live with, whether you live by yourself, with your couch, with your TV, with your bed, it doesn't matter. Then in your neighborhood, your block, your community, your city, your state, your country, this world. What are you going to do? But more importantly, who are you going to be? Because when you make those internal changes, big shifts happen that ripple out to the people you come into contact with. We're living in a turbulent world, and we're living in a fucking magnificent world. We truly are. And the only way to embrace that magnificence and choose it is to clear the clutter that we have stuck inside. The abuse, the bullying, the pain, the low self-worth, the doubt, the inflictions, the suicide attempts, the depression, the violence. And we can only heal that in relationship. I'm a massive advocate of self-reliance and solitude. I am. That's the first port of call in my life. I go to myself. Not because I'm arrogant, not because I don't trust others. Because I want to cultivate that self-reliance. My next port of call are my brothers. Brothers that I trust, respect, and revere. I show them who I am, I ask for honest reflections. It's taken years to get to that point. To give less fucks. To not care as much about what other people think.
Yeah.
Years of work. Years! Years is an understatement. And I'm still in it. Don't think for a moment I'm different or better than any of you. It's Thanksgiving today. Some have families, some have other commitments, but you're here to this commitment. Because this fuels and energizes you. What else fuels and energizes you in your life? Does the truth? Does the exploration? of what is ailing you, does that energize you? I invite you into that space. I invite you to be that man that looks at himself and asks the question, who am I? Who have I been and who am I becoming? Be in that power. My invitation to you and my ask of you is this. Do not ignore what is happening in your life, and do not ignore what is happening in the world, because when you ignore what is happening here and what has happened to you, you will very easily ignore what has happened in the world and what is happening in the world. Be a sovereign leader. Lead yourself so that you can lead others. Not with your words, but with how you show up. I don't give a fuck what I say. I care about what I do, what I think, what I say, but what I do in accordance with that. That's integrity. I don't always get it right, but my desire to get it in alignment with my truth is there. Ask for that to be the same for you. With that said, men, enjoy whatever today symbolizes for you. Enjoy whatever it means for you. Move in sacred silence and space today for yourself and for those around you. And so much love to all of you. Thank you for showing up. It's a cold day, it's uncomfortable, but you're here. Thank you and blessings, brothers.
Thank you, brother.